first of all, I would like to thank the producer Ali and the organizer of this online seminar for the invitation and the opportunity to share with you my views on the important issue of the heritage and the historic center in Middle East. As you probably know, my name is Mohammed Hussein, head of studies and research department at Mayoralty of Baghdad. The topic of my presentation is synergy between infrastructure projects and heritage conservation, a view to revitalization, social sustainability of Baghdad Historic Center. The Middle East has long been one of the most.
Yes, go on, Doctor.
The Middle East has long been one of the most unstable regions in the world as a result of ongoing wars, conflicts, tension, and division. This unstable has been negatively affected on the cities, especially the deteriorating circumstance of the historic centers in these cities like Baghdad Historic Center. Moreover, as an urban population rapidly expand, local resources tend to be scarce, and most municipalities struggle to provide basic infrastructure service, making the interesting and investment in heritage conservation and historic center recovery a low priority. Go back to Baghdad has 4 historical centers located on the both banks of Tigris River, which are Kadmiya, Al-Azamiya, Kerch, Rasafa. This satellite for this historic center. The deteriorating circumstance of Baghdad Historic Center outdates the infrastructure of relative lack of sewer and water distribution, outdated infrastructure or relative lack of transportation, lack of public amenities, neglected heritage and historical building leads to the demolition, thus expediting transformation from residential uses to commercial activities and wholesale stores. All these circumstances have led to the migration of historic center inhabitants, their original residents, and then others are developed by migrants, labor, and porter, which led to absence of social life, and thus historical district become ghost area and hotspots where crimes are likely to occur in the evening. Conversely, in the other cases, the inhabitants have undertaken to modernize their homes and workplace. They tend to harm the historic environment through the negative and irregular architectural interventions. I think maybe someone this building. Moreover, this pressure to demolish low-rise heritage and historic building and eliminate parks in favor of high-density development. Some municipalities in Baghdad install needed infrastructure in a manner that has a negative impact on historical cityscape. The Historic Center Delma. This paper discusses a currently increasing phenomenon witnessed at several historic centers in the city, such as Baghdad, Dimashq, Istanbul, Sana'a, which is neutralizing and exclusion of of social content and criteria that characterize the historic center from existing urban life and the planned and or unplanned interventions in these centers. The relevant authorities call most of the local planning policies and the World Heritage Convention and the United Nations Organization agenda programs and agreements encourage the urban management to embrace the social sustainability approach in urban revitalization and conservation projects in historic centers. Okay, we are in historic center in front of social exclusion as exists versus social sustainability as a goal. This paper aims to present one of the possible solution for the problem mentioned above through the notion of synergizing and incorporating heritage conservation into major infrastructure project with the view to support the overall goal of the social sustainability that significantly will increase the quality of the historic environment and contribute to residents' satisfaction. In this context, this paper addresses the future planning policy drawn by Mayoralty of Baghdad, which includes adopting the synergy of major infrastructure projects with the heritage conservation for historical center, with a view to revitalizing social sustainability of these historic center. Go back to Mayoralty of Baghdad, despite all these deteriorating circumstances, Mayoralty of Baghdad still maintain minimum threshold standards for development that focused on infrastructure provision. Hence, suitable infrastructure to access such a heritage point was planned through the well thought out a major infrastructure project included in the Baghdad Comprehensive City Development Plan 2030, which are reaching or penetrating all four Baghdad historical center and synergizing with conservation heritage to this center as a future urban planning policy. Major infrastructure project has been summarized through the strategy sector, transportation strategy, potable water, etc., and conservation heritage and historical cultural resources. Baghdad Metro project is one of the most important major infrastructure projects for Baghdad city. It includes two paths that penetrate or reach Baghdad Historical Center to link the city's key urban heritage site and reduce traffic congestion. These two paths share with the rest of the major infrastructure project lines for the city, like water, sewage, electricity, and telecommunication. For Arasafa Historic Center, you can see on this map, there are three penetrating streets, Rashid, Al-Khulafa, and Al-Kifah. Okay, this picture for Al-Khulafa Street. Through this map, the metro path penetrates the historic center through Al-Khulafa Street. And on both sides of the metro path, there are 10 neighborhoods, and the total population of these neighborhoods is 35,000 people. It's a lot of people in this area. The yellow color, this map for residential land uses. Can you zoom? Yes. The yellow color presents the residential land uses, and the commercial uses has spread in the old urban fabric of these neighborhoods. This spread has generated new urban space, this area, this area. This is class 3. Generated new urban spaces and structure that can be used in the processes of the synergy. Okay, the major project would seek to specifically restricted, increase all commercial activities and promote infrastructure contribution with the well-measured intervention that include the physical and social historical fabric conservation of this neighborhood and sustainable their inhabitants. The notion of synergy between metro project and urban development is currently evident through TOD concept based on the social factor for the emergence a new urban center, like in other city in all the world. In the case such as South Historic Center, the synergy of the metro project with the heritage conservation projects require well thought out urban intervention in the historical center aimed at vitalizing social sustainability by focusing on the new amenities and services provision for residents to ensure the provision of sufficient services for all residents and ensuring the efficient utilization of the infrastructure and public services already in place. The heritage conservation supported revitalizing social sustainability by preserving livability and increasing competitiveness and creating a wide range of income earning opportunity in historic center. And moreover, revitalizing social sustainability as well as by covering the spatial hierarchy characteristics for the privacy from public to private, with the view to give priority to the social factors that achieve this revitalization and energize communities to actively address a wide range of development and livelihood issues. Therefore, synergies should be working to reweaving and reconfigure the old fabric with new services and amenities to achieve this revitalization of social sustainability. At the end, and this synergizing is understood as an interdisciplinary challenge where social sustainability demand must be taken into consideration. With the following requirement dealing with historic centers: priority of social criteria, avoiding social segregation or gentrification, avoiding forced change of ownership, affordable rehabilitation housing, offers to the property owner sufficient financial incentive. Okay, thank you.